going on, YouTube? It's your boy K-Briz back with another video. I appreciate everybody liking, subscribing, and commenting on my videos on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter for giving me their opinions, retweeting my channel. So I'm going to get new subscribers, and I want y'all to know that a lot of content is coming. It's going to be different. I know y'all going to love it. So I'm going to get into my March Madness Elite 8 recap. In the South Regional Final, you had the number 9 seed Kansas State versus the number 11 seed Loyola. And this game was not even close. It was a beatdown, destruction, a stomp. Whatever you want to say, it was destruction. It was not no Slobbernaga. It was just a beatdown. So Loyola came out, guns blazing, killing it on every aspect. Offense, defense, rebounding, passing, shooting. They just did everything, and Kansas was overwhelmed. So shout outs to Loyola and Sister Jean, the power of prayer. If you don't believe prayer is real, it's real. But them boys can also play ball. And Sister Jean is just an international superstar. So like I seen her blow up on Twitter. I mean, who say dreams don't come true? And she's 98 years old. So your dreams can come true no matter what age you are. It's the first time that Loyola is going to go represent the Final Four in school history. So how you do not like March Madness and teams just coming out of nowhere you've never heard of just kill it? Like, this is like the best sport ever when it comes to definitively finding a champion. Like, you got 6 games. I keep saying it again. You got 6 games to win in order to win championship. Well, for Loyola, they won 4. They only got 2 more to go. Was the West region, and the West region had Michigan, the number 3 seed, versus Florida State, the number 9 seed. Nine seeds just were doing their thing on this this side of the bracket. So it's Michigan's 3-point shooting, jump shots, and going to the basket versus Florida State, never say die attitude, and having a gang of people on the bench and starting. So they don't miss a beat when they play. So Michigan put out to I think a 5 to 7 point lead, but Florida State kept it close, and it was close at halftime. And then Michigan went up about 8 or 10. Don't quote me on it, but then Florida State came all the way back to I think it was a 3-point lead, and then timely rebounding, and making clutch shots at the end put Michigan over to take the West region. So the Final Four is going to be, so far, we have Loyola versus Michigan. So 2 different styles, and I'll give y'all my previews of that in the next video. So now the next game was the East region, which was Villanova versus Texas Tech. Nova has been doing really good. I mean, I kind of hate them because, a couple years ago they beat my team on the buzzer beater. But this team is hungry, man. Like, they dominated Texas Tech from start to about 6 minutes to go in the game. They controlled the pace. They controlled the game. They controlled everything. But Texas Tech has that never say die attitude. And Texas Tech made it very close, very, very close at the end of the game. I think just Nova's toughness and experience from being there, put them over the top. So shout-outs to Nova. They're the 3rd team that's in the Final Four. And, hey, man, Nova been doing it all year. So shout-outs to Nova. Like, a couple years ago, Nova was like, oh, yeah, they got the number 1 seed. They're always getting the number 1 seed for what? And then they'll lose in the first round or second round or lose to somebody else besides the championship that they beat us in, and that's still painful to say. Nova, hey, shout-outs to Nova, man. They're really good. The game I wanted to get into, the best game of March Madness this whole time so far. We'll see how the Final Four goes. But Duke versus Kansas, number 1 seed versus number 2 seed in the Midwest region. This game had everything you want: suspense, drama, clutch shots, barely missing shots. So Duke was up at the beginning of the first half by I think 2 or 3, but Kansas came out storming to take a 7-point lead. But Duke has that never say die attitude. Even though I hate them, you got to respect them because, they had Bagley, they had Grayson Allen, you had Gary Trent, you have stars. and Duke just ended up taking over. With a minute to go, Duke was up by 3 points. And I was just like, man, I wanted Kansas to win this game, and they did. But I was just like, man, I think it's over. Then I think it's number 10 for Kansas hit that clutch three, and we're like 30-some seconds ago, Grayson Allen had the ball, and Grayson Allen is a senior, and he wants it. He wants it because he wanted his freshman year, and he's a senior, so he ended up taking the last shot, even though Marvin Bagley had a mismatch on the post in the post. He ended up taking a shot, and not only when he shot it, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a Tar Heel fan. I hate Duke. I was like, man, this shot's in. It rolled around twice and then fell off. So overtime came, and it was back and forth, back and forth. A controversial charge or block. So in my opinion, even though I wanted Duke to lose, it was a block in my opinion because he leaned to the side, and when the dude was trying to set for the charge, since he leaned to the left, he kind of leaned to the left. So, like I said, that's a controversial call. So, any Duke fans here, please let me know how y'all feel about that. Because that was like a bang-bang play. They can go either way. And Newman just took over. Newman took over for that overtime. So, shout-outs to Kansas. Kansas was struggling this season, and they was not really doing good. And it was just like, okay, Kansas this, then Kansas that. But during the later end of the season, and then the tournament for the Big 12, them boys turned it on. And when they say they turn it on, they turn it on. Newman is a star. Graham is a senior. You got Azubuike. That's a big boy. You have depth and athletes and stars on that team. Newman is like their go-to player. That's their Kobe. That's their LeBron. That's their guy. And he showed up because I think it was averaging like 12, maybe 15 points in the season. He's like at 22, 23 points. So that game was a thriller. Like I said, it was an overtime. Anybody could have won the game. But shout-outs to them. Shout-outs to Duke, too, because, Duke, everybody wanted them to win the championship. But Duke has a bright future because they got Zion and everybody else coming. So they're going to be low. They're the new Kentucky. But they need to win the championship first. But, yeah, that's my thoughts on the game. So shout-outs to everybody for liking, subscribing, commenting on my videos. Like, share, and comment this video in the comment section. Subscribe if you're new, and then hit the little notification buttons to know when any video of mine drops. So definitely going to be a good time. Out. And this is K-Briz signing off. Remember, when life isn't easy, just be breezy. Be breezy through everything, and promise you that things are going to get better. So, I'm out.